This is very, very promising. Second Playday of Fountain of Mana League. Foggy is once again here. Foggy, just a prime example of a pro player scheduling his matches as fast as possible, as everyone should. He already defeated Shake in his opening match, or at the Fountain of Mana opening match, and since then no other games have been played. Today he's up against the playing duck that is Starbuck, and oh boy, am I excited for this very match, everybody. This is gonna be so cool. I don't know if Starbuck is playing random or not. Starbuck certainly the hottest prospect in European Warcraft. I think everybody agrees with that. He is super strong in 2-on-2, of course, alongside Craft. He's one of the stable of the playing ducks and all the clan wars, and also making more and more progress in the 1-on-1 division. Is he able to take down Foggy though? His big strength usually playing random. Is he gonna be playing random? I don't know. Against Night Elf, not as powerful, I think, as against other races, for example. Foggy could just probably play Keeper of the Grove, and then it should be fine. So we'll see where we're getting here. Foggy still a little bit of the favorite, I would say, but Starbuck is bringing the heat. And Starbuck is certainly a player who always gets me quite excited because he's playing outside the meta. He's throwing in some super interesting tower pushes with Firelord, for example. And yeah, this is the topic here today. Foggy versus Starbuck, best of 3. And afterwards, I'm going to play a little ladder. And then we have Creepjack, of course. And I hope Remo is finished until then on the big channel, where I have a little show match, and Florentine is going to be playing against Black Raymond, so Creepjack, of course, later today as well. Info from Starbuck in the channel, waiting for Foggy to reply on Discord, and then we veto main. I see the Grinchy lingo is spreading to Slovenia as well. Starbuck will be playing in one of the coolest tournaments we have this month, and that will be Experion Craft 5. He's going to make the way over from Slovenia to Germany to participate in one of the coolest tournaments, as I said. Offline tournament in Germany with Krav and Todd and Scars, Van, Kevin, all the greats. Hippos making his way from the UK. So a little sign of strength. Everybody says that Starbuck is the big favorite at Experion alongside Krav, obviously. We'll see if he's standing up to the hype or if he crumbles under the pressure. Alright, we do have ourselves a game, finally, and a little bit of waiting time here, but it is time for Foggy and Starbuck to duke it out. It is Starbuck really going human, and Foggy, of course, sticking with the Night Elves as he always does. Currently, Starbuck not the greatest track record when it comes to facing Foggy in 1-on-1. But maybe that changes. He said, I got something prepared, and I believe Starbuck. He's not a man of many lies, but Foggy, unfortunately, is also a man who knows his craft and pretty much knows exactly what to do, especially against Human, where he had in Europe some fierce opponents like Hawk and some other guys, of course. Let's see. What is the exact win rate between the two? 5-0. Last time it was War3 Champions Final Season 9. Starbuck mixes in random and Human, was only able to take one map of a Foggy. I did not expect this, to be honest. I expected him to be a little higher on, but hey, maybe today is the time to change that. So let's go. Playday number 2 in the Fountain of Mana League. We finally got it. Bucky the boss, I see. Yeah, some support for the Slovenian. We got Foggy for Raptor Gaming in the bottom right-hand side for Ukraine. And we got Starbuck for Slovenia and the Playing Ducks on the upper left-hand side. So let's have ourselves a good game, everybody. A fine best of 3 here in the Fountain of Mana League. Foggy currently reigning number 1 in that league due to his win over Shake on Tuesday. Which was a fun series. I definitely recommend you to check this out if you want to see a tier 1 no hero undead strategy. Foggy, I would say opting for a Keeper of the Grove. Everything else would surprise me, but he was also a phenomenal Warden player. I haven't seen that in a while, but since this map, Shallow Grave, is so similar to Terraner Stand, there might be a chance for a Warden, but we'll see that in just a second. Starbuck with an Archmage already out. Foggy is a little later with his ult. Was that a fast build? Probably, huh? Or I'm an idiot and it's a Tavern build. Yeah, I should pay more attention. As I told you before, I hit my head yesterday, so every single mistake I do in a cast, I blame on that. And Starbuck, super aggressive and greedy, going for the fast expansion without opening up the mercenary camp earlier. This exposes, of course, his second base to all the summons that Foggy can spam in with the Beastmaster. And yeah, so far, creeping looks good. Problem is, Inner Fire Sasquatch with 8 armor still around. Another peasant down, Bear also still around. Bucky is trying his best to micro against it, but the bears are so sturdy. Nice micro, as you can see. Oh, it's so close. The bear, can he reach? Oh, what a paw! Through the shield of the footman, but that's also level 2 now. There is a little bit of damage in the main where Bear got resummoned. There's also no arcane. Starbuck, what? Yeah, it's not too much to accomplish here for Foggy, and this gives the Sasquatch to the Archmage with a Claw +9, which is basically the best he can find right now. 4 archers not part of the harass, just going for a counter expansion as it seems. It's also double Ancient of War for Foggy. Maybe a very aggressive play. Starbuck. So far, looks rather good, I would say, if he can weather the storm of the Mass Huntress play. Archmage is still far from level 3, and that's the Beastmaster catching some experience. But did the Water Elemental expire? Oh, level 2 now at the simultaneous creeping of Ancient of War and Archers. Foggy, good multitasking. Starbuck doing a good job as well. Is it enough? Oh my god, the second surround here. Beautiful. And this expo might work. Still not weathering the storm is Starbuck. There are a lot of Huntress coming in no time. Foggy very rich. Has to make a call now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is it mass hunts with an AP push, or is it just a Hunter's transition to go for his own tree of life? Oopsie. Oh, Pendant of Energy. Never wrong for a summon hero. Mantle of Intelligence. Oh my god, these item drops. Plus 12 right away. Love it. Dust against hunts. Foggy has some scouts out. And the Tally Staff on the Beastmaster, which is of course in combination with hidden units. Very, very nice. Yeah, this Archmage is an absolute beast. And that gives Starbuck some more chances to withstand this early game. Foggy's still not attacking 5 minutes into the game. Also, no sign of a counter expansion. More mercs, more levels. That's level 2B Bash Bear. He did not decide to go for Hawk or Quillbeast. We'll probably see that soon. But with an Archmage like this... Oh, Claws +5 on top! Ah, that's quite sick. Plus 17 damage. But he needs attack. He needs more piercing damage. He got level 3, which is exactly what he needs. But he also has to dodge some Wisp detonates. Archmage is already quite hurt. And this is a powerful, powerful push by Foggy. Supply seems even. The towers aren't up yet. Can Starbuck buy the time? That's the most important part of this game now. He has to distract all that piercing damage. There's mercs in, there's summons in. One already cancelled. The second one, oh no, he forgot with the repair. That was a little too slow. Water Elementals are of course a massive deal, but the Huntress are able to breach. Archmage in trouble on the right hand side. Turns the attention. Berserker not able to block, but Starbuck is in a world of trouble. More wisps coming in. Level 4 on the Beastmaster. That was so freaking fast. And there's still so much mana. No tech by Starbuck, just Militia. And this Archmage is so hurt, has no mana, can't go for potion. How are you supposed to save the second base? Foggy is still all-inning though. He's still going for 2-base, 2-base. But there needs to be a tech or at least a rifle transition on the horizon for Starbuck to still have a chance here. And I don't really see that. Huntress are starting to fall, so is the Berserker. But Footman 1, Footman 2, all gone. Archmage is able to recover some mana. All the water elementals, of course, are a blessing right now. And he's trying to wreck that tower once again. Nobody's really giving up here, but slowly but steady we see a 10 supply lead for Foggy. This could change quite fast though. As an archer goes down, as more and more hunts are going down, if the Archmage turns around. Whoa, he was chased by summons. Can he intercept these hunts with his Archmage? Oh, didn't pay attention! There was a clear kill, but maybe also too cautious running away here. Oh my. Oh, it's just a slaughter when it comes to militia. The peasant farming simulator, 10 HP. The Huntress throws the glaive, and that's the kill. Calls for the GG. 1-0 for Foggy. Maybe too risky. Maybe too risky to go for the expansion right away. And not for the mercenary camp. With Shadow Priest, this all looks a little different. But it's also, everything is kind of late. Foggy waited a long time to make the decision whether to go for... Oh, I think I bugged Warcraft right now. Whether to go for counter expansion or the all-in. But then it was quite clear early on that it is double engine of war and an all-in, and then without mercenaries, the Archmage can be as good as you want. It was a little too greedy. Back to Warcraft stream competing with the Back to Warcraft stream. I mean, if there's no other competition, right? We gotta create our own. And how would this game go if the one tower gets up? He had such a great hold. And if the tower is up, he has a way better... Ah, yeah, Foggy had a mana potion. Ah, damn. If the tower is up, there's so much more piercing damage. That helps against hunts, then fewer... militia fall. It's a snowball game, man. And I think there was no repair for just a second. And that was enough. Because Foggy had Quill Beasts, Archers, Berserkers. And that is very, very, very good against towers. As you know. So, we continue with match points. Foggy is currently flawless in Fountain of Mana League. Has a beautiful start. Into this season, of course, the Raptor Gaming player. Can Starbuck strike back and be the first player to take a map of a Foggy in Fountain of Mana League? We'll see here. Starbuck said he has something prepared. And I think Starbuck never goes unprepared into a match. Todd is chiming in. Technology has come a long way. We used to play on Pentium 2, 266 Hz computers on a CRT monitor with a 56 kilobyte connection that would drop if you got a random phone call. Reach the time in a year where we have self-driving cars, cryptocurrencies, and where almost anything can be automated. Here I am in 2022 watching two humans lose on two separate Back to Warcraft streams. I love technology. That's amazing. So what do we got, everybody? We have a Mountain King opening. And since this is pretty suicidal against, for example, a Demon Hunter, we know that Foggy is never playing Demon Hunter. Rather going back to the Keeper standard. Once again, also no
Players' forces are under attack.
Warden. And this has worked before for a couple of players. Thunder comes to mind, Yumiko comes to mind, Blade comes to mind, especially in matches versus Foggy. So, how good is Bucky's MK? That's the question. Foggy with the keeper. We see that every single week. Not necessarily in this matchup too much, because he doesn't face too many humans in our competitions. But yeah, we know Entangle, Treants, very, very, very powerful. Foggy is scouting, has a Wisp here, and sees again instant expansion. This is fairly easy to creep, but is it easy to erect a town hall and hold? I don't think so, because this happens. Oh, sick last hit by Foggy. And that gives him level 2, and that gives him Entangle, and that is not the greatest early game for Bucky. As the Ogre Magi has Bloodlust, does tons and tons of damage. Militia starting to fall. Oh, surround. Is it close? Is it close? Is it close? Not really. The Treant. No, he needs to get a Militia up front and block and close it again. The surrounds of Starbuck were really good on game 1, but not necessarily enough. There would have, of course, been not Nature's Blessing, Force of Nature to get out. But man, so unfortunate. This doesn't seem to be Bucky's day today. Foggy on point and going for an expo himself now before Starbuck even finished to creep the spot. But the Slovenian Slaughterer has a counter push coming against this expansion. But man, there's so many units falling. 1, 2... about to be 3, 4. How much damage can he do here? With a couple of footmen, this seems to be a good counter-aggression, and it is. And Foggy switches gears into Mass Engine of War again, but it's... oh my god, the Peasant Farming Simulator just got some DLC. But okay, Mountain King gets some experience as well thanks to Treants, and he's forcing the Keeper out. Slowly but steady, Starbuck finds a foot in this game, and look at this. Look at the supply. While we're having taught here, look at these supplies. 17. That, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing. And the power of footmen once again displayed. Infi and TH mastered this. Also, Thunder and Fortitude showed us that this can be very, very powerful. And oh my god, it's so close. He's trying to repair. He needs a little bit more damage. This would ruin Foggy's timings, and it does. Can't cancel it. Resources thrown out the window. Starbuck, I think many other players would have tapped out already, but not Dr. Bucky. Oh, that was sick. Okay. Expo cancelled. Second Engine of War cancelled. But there's still no expansion. But there's a war mill. Is he just straight up towering Foggy now?
A player's forces are under attack.
Everything's so hurt. Good scouts by Foggy throughout. Always a wisp nearby. That's level 3, plus a mantle. Gloves, of course, nice if you go bash. Look at the supply emote, love it. Okay, Foggy's game plan here, kind of funny. Hey, let's expand, got cancelled. Hey, let's mass, gets cancelled. And instead of going option 3 and tech, no, he goes option A and B at the same time. Expo up, Second Engine of War up. And that puts Foggy into a little bit of a better position as the Keeper is lurking around. Starbuck is faking this expo though. And is teching. There's some cool mind games going on. And boots on the Mountain King. I love this. Seems to be working quite well. Wisp gets morphed into an Ancient Protector to make sure that there is no expansion, neither on tier 2. Towers are coming up in the main, so the Treant harass is weaker than before. Wow, we really got 250 viewers on the second channel. I love you guys. This is a lot of footmen. Problem is, footmen, mass footmen, are really weak against mass hunters. And there's basically no archers that defense can kick in. So, not easy to make great use of the footmen.
A town is under siege.
seems to be a little indecisive what to engage into. There's so much stuff here. Foggy attempting a dude, Starbuck surround are top tier today. So good. I mean, with Stormbolt, it sometimes looks easy, but there's also units glitching out. That's 2 Hunters down. Foggy, is he a little overwhelmed with all these footmen? Look at this. Is Starbuck the new Lord of the Rings? Yes, he's trading, but he's trading effectively. If it's only footmen, they are cheaper than Huns. They don't translate too well into the mid-game compared to Huns. To the very early mid-game compared to the Huns. Jesus, and he saved so many. Save here, save here. Incredible. Now Entangle kicks in. The problem is, it's still 2 base Foggy versus 1 base Starbuck. But it's also tier 2 versus tier 1. And tier 2 has not started yet. And Starbuck's options to defeat Night Elf tier 1 are getting better and better and better. He's getting a Blood Mage to siphon mana. He's getting Rifleman to counter Huns. He's getting Priest to Deal Spool. DH second. DH second is far down the road, brother. Little Creep Jack. Foggy is trying to trick Starbuck with a Zeppelin, which is a good option because there is no anti-air at all. Oh my god, can you just Stormbolt this null? It's a lot of experience. 789. He wants it with a right click and gets it as well with saving his mana. That's the confidence that Starbuck is oozing. But now, there's a Zeppelin. He got rifles. And a Blood Mage to do some damage here. This could wreck Starbuck's economy. He's reliant on his defenses in the base. And I'm not sure if that's enough. I really don't think it's enough, but okay, we're trying. Going for the Shredder first. Mountain King goes back as well as the Blood Mage. Decision making gotta be quick here for Starbuck. He gets another hunt. He gets, okay, tiny little bit here. But Foggy with nice repair and also the Keeper defending the split push. Holds on to the Shredder, which was essential. And loses the first. Oh, for once the surround is not clicking. Damage wasn't too crazy here. Keeps a Priest back and pushes again. Magnificent surrounds continue, but he's fighting against the Tree of Life and the Ancient of War. Not the greatest position. Sacrificing 2 footmen here. Gotta close this block again, but he can feed now the Mountain King and get 1 kill after the next. Stormbolt long range towers are coming, and that's a guard tower. Little ambitious to chase that Keeper. Starbuck needs reinforcements. All the footmen are gone by now. He has the spell, finally. But Foggy, once he's at tier 2. Once he's at tier 2, he might have salvaged this game. Starbuck has no resources anymore. Aiming for that hero kill, but there's a stab, there's a town portal, and there's also a Zeppelin. This doesn't seem to be so fruitful. And now, he's losing his Blood Mage. If not for the TP. And Foggy is stabilizing. 1400 gold. Blocks himself in. Chemico Syndrome. Don't tell me he's blocked there. Oh no! Oh, the stars don't align for the buck. Sad. Anyway, how can Starbuck still win this? Is there a chance for a tier 2 expansion? I don't think so. Naga second is relatively weak. I'm surprised he didn't go Panda. And Foggy invested quite a bit into defense, but yeah, with the 2 bases.
Player's forces are under attack.
Double Engine of Wonders without tier 2? Did he misclick and wanted to build a second Engine of Lore? Not too sure, but maybe it's also for the hold. He does find the Ancient of Lore. Damage is good, so no Dryads. He can, of course, still try Mass Tier 1. It will be double staff immediately. Good creeping on Foggy for sure. 4 and 2.6. Imagine a Flame Strike now, but we're just not there yet. Or a Clap, even. With a Blood Mage, could you think about Clap? I understand that Bash is super duper helpful in the early stages, and it's mostly about surviving the early stages. So I don't blame him here. Protection Scroll, Heal Scroll as well, plus the Devotional. The Devotional is a blessing, by the way. It's just more and more units. Priest mana is already low thanks to not having an Archmage. But now we have a Heal Scroll on Bucky as well. He's still fighting, man. Supply is even. He broke the tech tree for Foggy. And now he has a Zeppelin on his own. But doesn't help against Entangle. Oh, Zeppelin not in position, unfortunately. Could have saved that rifle for a bit at least. And yeah, you would love to do some stutter stepping and kiting against these hunts as your damage type is superior. But if there's Entangle, there's no kiting because he can't move. Oh, sick dodge. There was some wasted mana. Detonates the rest. Mountain King is just a big footman now. Yeah, Panda of course makes no sense because there is a Blood Mage. I realize this now. Once again, I bumped my head yesterday, so all the casting mistakes, blamed for that. And that's the perfect scenario for Huntress. In a concave around everything else, this Zeppelin proves to be... inefficient, and that's the GG. Foggy gets the 2-0. Starbuck fighting really, really well, and I promise you, he's gonna have a very bright future in this tour. But not today. Not against Foggy. He is a beast. He doesn't only have a plan A, B, and C. Foggy also has a plan C, D, and E, and they're all working kind of fine. So yes, it is incredibly hard to defeat Foggy. He's now 6-0 against Starbuck, who's now 2-0 in Fountain of Mana League. The leader of the pack after 2 played games, both by Foggy. 1 win against Shake, 1 win against Starbuck. But that was the hardest opponent for Starbuck, so he can catch up now. Very much looking forward to Starbuck versus Instup, Starbuck versus Hitman, Starbuck versus Shake. It's gonna be pretty good. And in the matches against Neutron, Please, and Dice, we'll see what Starbuck is really capable of doing versus Night Elf. I'm very much excited for this. I would have loved to see Game 3 on a macro map with easier expansion. Excellent. So is Remo still streaming on the main channel is the question. I would love to tell you more scheduled games currently for Fountain of Mana League, but there is none yet. So hey, what can we do? Just keep an eye on our homepage and on our socials, and we will tell you about it.